Alright, hello everyone, my name is Shep, welcome back to the Butcher's Circus, and today we are going to be watching a best of 3 between myself and Nodens. So, Nodens, the winner from the Butcher Circus Carnage tournament, playing against me in this best of 3 on this most auspicious night, and I am going to start off with a Sergi Dot. And he's gonna start off with a team whose name I don't really recognize. I don't know what name that team is, but it is a good matchup for me because I'm playing a duty team. Nodens is playing a protection stress team. So, in terms of the rock, paper, scissors, I'm already having a good time here. I also have the spiked bat on my flagellant as the background indicates. So it is looking good for me. So here I'm thinking, and there's like a lot of ways to play Sergi Dot, especially in a matchup like this, but you really need to make good decisions here. So I go for my Arbalest turn because I knew that I would not get too much value out of my heal, nor my flare, and I also knew that the Bulwark of Light was gonna come down. So normally you'd go for a Battle Ballad first, you go for a Captivate. Here you maybe even go for the Rain of Sorrows before either of those backline turns are used, but before the prot came down, I just go for a sniper shot on the doggy, because that's a target I probably want to focus down. There's going to be 2 riposts on Nodens' side, so that's not going to be too much fun. So yeah, I go for a pull on the doggy, which brings him to somewhere I can hit him better, also puts the men-at-arms out of position, and Nodens immediately goes for a duel's advance, critting my Jester for 16, because it's Nodens. And I don't know, whenever I play against Nodens, it feels like jumping into a pool of piranhas, really. I've been thinking about it, and that's like the best way I can describe it. It's just little bits being chewed off of me, like little by little, because of the RNG. It's really quite frustrating, especially because he plays these teams which aren't really meta. I mean, he's playing a Highwayman stress team here without even having Flagellant. I guess you could kind of call this like a last stand, but with a Crusader, which is fine. You know, every single team he plays is like more than playable, it's more than fine, but it's still not meta. So you end up getting a bit lazy or making like 1 or 2 bad decisions, and that immediately costs you the match more often than not. So yeah, I go for a punish there after the Battle Ballad on that doggy, because, you know, after he went for the dodge, I definitely need the Battle Ballad to hit that doggy, and now Nodens goes for the Vendetta on my Shieldbreaker now that round 1 dodge is up. So that's why he didn't go for the Vendetta. He would have probably missed it, but he gets quite lucky. He hits the duel's advance, and now he hits the Vendetta. I mean, the duel's advance was a 45 to hit, by the way, and he got a crit on it. Just RNG things, right? Just RNG things. So guess what? I too can get a little bit lucky. We go for a sniper shot on that doggy and bring him down to 0. So now it's going to be a matter of, can I kill this doggy before it kind of becomes my Vietnam? Can I do enough pressure to him before I've just used way too many turns and my team has taken too much pressure? So I go for my Flagellant turn here with the punish, because if I go for my Shieldbreaker turn, then I lose my guard break. Nodens can just go for a guard with the men-at-arms, and that's going to be really bad for me. And thankfully, I do 5 damage. And Chip, how did you do 5 damage? You're a Flagellant, he doesn't have much damage. I have Spiked Bat, it's plus 10% damage dealt. People trash on me constantly for bringing Spiked Bat over Snuff on this team, but that's one of the reasons why I like it. That extra 10% damage, it makes a difference. It generally makes a difference, and that lets me bring the doggy down to 0 there, and then the Expose countered the Crusader heal, but unfortunately my Derek Stab missed. That is a pretty big unfortunate. If that had landed, I don't have the finisher on the Chancellor, by the way. I have the Harlequin Mask on him. I love the freaking Harlequin Mask. I think it's very cool. Here he just goes for a heal, and I just say, you know what, fuck it, I don't care. I'm gonna go for the kill here. Let's kill the doggy. He just used 2 turns, basically, of his round 3 stuff. I'm now in a 4v3, and my Jester isn't even close to dying because he's in position 4, and I have a Flagellant for the endgame. So, you know what, I'm happy with this. You have to riposte, I don't care. Of course, Nodens gets another bout of good RNG, goes for the duel's advance. Still not a guarantee to hit, I don't think. No, he might have used the command buff already. He might have used the command buff already. But yeah, crits my shield breaker, so you know, that's... Yeah, he had used the command buff. Alright. Yeah, it was like a 30 to the crit then. But that does put the Crusader in position 2, which is a very good captivate target for me, and I get a crit. This match, the RNG in this match is really something else, isn't it? Goes for Retribution on the Shieldbreaker, she's still alive, she's fine, she's chilling. And now I kind of have to think, well, who do I want to focus? It's really, I only have two choices here. Either I go for the Crusader, I get another crit. Like, I have, unfortunately the Spike Bat doesn't get the bleed, even though it was a 70 with that crit. So that is actually really, really big unfortunate. My Sniper Shot here does 5 to 8, so I'm never gonna do that. Just gonna go for a heal instead. So yeah, this is a very weird spot for me to be in, because I either want to focus the Man-at-Arms or the Crusader. I'm probably gonna go after the Crusader, but he does have some very decent defenses here, and even though I've applied one Captivate, you know, is that really enough to bring him down all the way? I probably want to keep my Shieldbreaker turn to go Puncture, in case Nodens wants to go for a Guard, because if he goes Guard here, and he gets that command buff up, that's plus 25% damage on the Zealous, and you know he's thinking about it. I know for sure he's thinking about it. It's Nodens. He's always looking at these little opportunities to bring me down, so... I don't want to let that happen, obviously. I don't want to be brought down, so I go for the Punish here, keep my Shieldbreaker turn up, and here come the Bellows. So he hasn't really done much stress at all to my side, but that Iron Man, he has the Grim Bandana, he has the Sturdy Buckle, he has a lot of accuracy, and I go for a Sway here, which is a little bit surprising, actually. It is a little bit surprising. I see why I did it. It's so I don't get crit for 14 and brought to 0 HP immediately, because I knew it was coming. It's Nodens! I knew it was coming! It's fucking Nodens! Chef, relax. Yeah, it's just, you know what the crit chance on Zealous is? It's a 7%, and he gets a crit on it. He does have command buff, but still, I keep getting crits on the Crusader back. These matches are unreal. These matches are unreal. We're 5 rounds into the first match, and you can bet I was already going insane. This is why I didn't do live commentary. By the way, he gets 2 crits now! He does 60 stress to my Jester. Yeah, this is why I don't do live commentary against Nodens, because I know it's not gonna go well. I know I'm gonna need to, like, contain myself from... Because here's how it works. When I start complaining, I get even more annoyed. I'm not letting the frustrations out. They're building up when I start complaining. So yeah, here I'm at 0 HP, I go for an Exsanguinate, and the Spiked Bat fails me again. I go for the Exsanguinate there on the Iron Man, and even though I have 120% bleed chance, unfortunately I don't bleed him. But you know what? At least I'm not running Snuff, so I actually hit the Exsanguinate, so I'm not really gonna complain. It's fine. And yeah, thankfully my Shieldbreaker isn't at 0 HP here, because of that Sway being used, and the Crusader is dropping to 0 in 2 rounds. I could speed it up a bit. By going for an Expose on him, or maybe, well, no, a Puncture would be silly. But yeah, I just go for an Expose there on the Iron Man, hoping to get a crit harvest to try and apply some DOT onto them and just really get this ball rolling. So yeah, here goes for Zealous. Thankfully no more crits, but of course there's an Act Out for more stress, and Shieldbreaker goes Afflicted. She does go Paranoid though, which I very much enjoy. That is a decent amount of dodge for me. And here I just go Flare, which is very interesting, because I guess I had 2 Bellow debuffs on me, right? Yeah, unfortunately I still don't get the bleed on the Iron Man. But yeah, I guess I had 2 Bellow debuffs on me, but there was a very decent shot there on the Iron Man, but I guess he has Prot as well. He goes for another Duelist Advance, and once again it's a crit. Oh man, it's almost as if I have Monkey's Paws on my team, which give plus crits receive chance. Oh wait, yeah. I do in fact have those on 2 of my characters. You know, it's 3% extra crits received. So yeah, my Jester here drops to 0, and now I start feeling like, okay, this kind of sucks. But yeah, here I go for pretty much a misplay here. I go for a pull on the Man-at-Arms, kind of thinking, okay, I can't let my Jester stay in 2, because a Zealous is gonna come down, and it's gonna kill me. So I should have just gone for a Captivate on the Man-at-Arms, just start working on his HP, because the Crusader would be unable to go for the Zealous anyway, because he has to heal every turn from now on, basically. So it wasn't really too necessary for me to do what I did, to go for that pull. I could have just stayed in position 2, probably would have been fine. Probably would have been fine, but yeah. I mean, I don't think this match is going to be decided on me killing the Man-at-Arms, or not. I think this match is going to be decided on me killing the Crusader. But, you know, whatever other pressure I can do in the meantime, it's obviously going to be welcome. So yeah, here I can go for a Dirk Stab, but I'm thinking, I have a dodge affliction, right? I have a dodge affliction, so I have minus 25% damage, and the Crusader has 55 prot. I probably don't do 4 damage, so I'm not even gonna attempt it. I'm just gonna go for a punish here on the Man-at-Arms. Thankfully, I get the bleed. Impossible to fail because of the spike pads. It's the spike pad Circus. I'm never gonna suffer the curse of the spike pad again. I freaking love it. Even when it fails me 2 very important bleeds, I still freaking love it. It's just that you either go spike pad here or you go snuff on the flagellant. I feel like you don't go hemlock because you already have a blight character on your team. So if you're going hemlock and you're trying to focus a Man-at-Arms down against like an immortal musketeer, then the musketeer is just gonna come in, heal up all the blights you've done, and you're never gonna get any bleeds because you don't have spike pad. So I don't like it. I prefer to run the spike pad over there. Either you run that or you run snuff. When you run snuff, you start missing shit, and it's only really gonna be helpful against damage teams. And you're gonna have 2 snuffs against damage teams. I feel like that's too big of an investment. So yeah, he's gonna go for another crit grape shot here. The stress is adding up. The stress is adding up. It's round 7, and yeah, it's really adding up. My flagellant's gonna go afflicted. My flagellant's gonna go afflicted without an abomination applying horror. It's really crazy. So yeah, I finally land a bleed there on the higher man. I just wanted to get some HP and just apply some more pressure, you know. The Man-at-Arms is dropping to 0. The Crusader is going to be able to heal someone, but then I'm going to go for the shot. I'm going to go for the kill with the Dirk Stab. Hopefully it lands. But yeah, let's just apply some pressure on the higher man, give myself a better endgame as he loses more and more HP. And like, this is clearly a very advantageous matchup, but just the way the turns have been coming down with the crits and and with all the stuff happening, if I do like 1 or 2 misplays, I actually lose the match. So I have to be very, very careful. Oh yeah, I moved back with the Jester the previous turn because there was really nothing to do with him. And if I stay in position 3, then I get grape shot critted and I die. I'd rather have his turn to go for a killing shot. He still has a plus 10% death blow chance, so it do be the move, Okay, he's gonna go for another heal here. I can once again go for a shot and start going for kills, and once I take this Crusader out, there is no more healing for Nodens' side, and then it's just a matter of my Arbalist here just being a very good, very solid healer, and kind of just winning the match for me at the end game. So yeah, thankfully no more crits. A crit there on the Jester would have been really terrifying, but thankfully it doesn't happen. He drops the riposte, so I'm free to go for a harvest here, which indeed I do. I failed the bleed on the higher man again. I guess I need to bring blood red coin as well on the Jester. Yeah, I guess that's what I need to do. No Harlequin mask for fun, right? Absolutely no Harlequin mask allowed. So she goes for the act out captivate on the Crusader, which is really good. That dazes him, and you know, it's also a death store check. Unfortunately, he's still alive, so you know, no justice. And here I have a choice. Either I go for the higher man here, or I go for a reclaim. I could go reclaim. I haven't actually gone for a single reclaim this match. Or I could go for the Rain of Stars for the kill. I feel like here the Crusader's already taken 3 death store checks, and the oh my god, man. Yeah, thankfully it's 1 off from instantly killing me. Nice. But yeah, here the Crusader's already taken 3 death store checks. I feel like I'm better off just bringing that higher man down to 0 guaranteed. See, I just click my Jester, I go for a harvest. I fail the bleed again! This time on the Man-at-Arms. Oh my god! Yeah, I'm amazed. I'm amazed that I actually managed to keep my composure throughout this match. I am so glad well, not just a match, but the best of 3. You'll see. I'm so glad I I did this one without recording live. Yeah. And now I'm in a position where the Flagellant is just alive and the Arbalist is just alive, but they both go afflicted from those deaths because the Jester dying caused extra stress, so the Shieldbreaker died as well. Unfortunate, but I had to kill the Crusader for it. If I let the Crusader live one more turn, I could have actually lost the match. And that would be no bueno. So yeah, here I just move back with my Flagellant because the only thing that Harman can do is go for the PBS. So I move back, make sure he can't go for the PBS to bring me down to 0. Nodens is smart though, he's just going to move forward with the Man-at-Arms so he can apply a bit more pressure here. And now he has 2 characters at the store, the one I have 2 characters at pretty much full HP, so it's going to be almost impossible for him to win. He does 789 on the damage there. I don't really agree with the Grape Shot that he goes there for there, but at this point it's pretty much over. He is really out of position here with his team, right? I mean, there's only Harman left at 0 HP. The bleeds did eventually come through. He gets another crit on it, because why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? At this point. I go for a heal with my Arbalist. She says no, fuck you, Shep. I can go for an Exsanguinate here. I see a 91 to hit, and I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna hit it, but am I gonna get the kill? Maybe. Is he gonna get the kill back? Maybe. You know, fuck it. I'll just go Exsanguinate here on the corpse. Let's not give Nodens not even a fucking nail. It's not like, not give him a finger, not give him a hand. Don't even give him a freaking nail, because he will take your entire arm for it, at least. Yeah. This guy, I have a lot of respect for him though, like he's tournament champion. I have a lot of respect for him, but playing with him, I get another pass! Playing with him, it's really quite miserable sometimes. It's really quite miserable. But yeah, I go for a punish here. He definitely underestimates himself though, playing these kinds of teams. I feel like he does it. So it's like, I don't really know how to explain it, but he does it so it's a bit less pressure on himself, I guess. He can kind of just play for fun and play off-meta teams like this. But, I mean, they're competent. Like, they're competent. All the trinkets are competent. The team has a good idea in mind, even if its characters aren't exactly the greatest. Because, you know, it doesn't have Flagellant. It does have Crusader, but yeah, even though the characters aren't exactly the greatest, a team that has synergy and it has an idea in mind, as long as you play it well, with just a bit of RNG, you can quickly and easily overcome the matchup differences. So yeah, now I have this 1-0, and I have a WD. And Nodens has this team, which I don't have a name for. It's not really Penis Bleed. It's not really that, because it doesn't have a Bounty Hunter. It's pretty close. Has an Abomination instead, and he has a very interesting setup for it. It's definitely a bleed-heavy team. I mean, there's a Bleed Jester there, there's a Bleed Flagellant with Confessor's Gauntlet. With Confessor's Gauntlet, Moderate Coin on the Jester, you know, all the bells and whistles if you want to get the bleeds. But I have an Arbalist, so shouldn't be the end of the world here. Problem is that the Arbalist needs to be a damage dealer. So now I have a few decisions to make. I could just go for a quick Holy Lance immediately on the doggy. I could have gone for an immediate pull on the doggy. I could have gone for, you know, a lot of different stuff. I decided on just pulling the Jester here, because I figured he wouldn't really have a way to finale me too quickly, and he really wants to get that battle ballad. Now, unfortunately for me, even though I went second and I have plus 15 dodge, Nodens still manages to hit every single character of mine with a Harry, which, you know, that just doesn't happen. If your name is Shepherd Doggy, but you know, it's fine. Thankfully, he rolls for only 8 here on the Dirk Snap, and that is a pretty low roll when you have a Blood Red coin. Actually, it's a min roll when you have a Blood Red coin, so I can't really complain too much about it. I go for a Holy Lance on the doggy, bring him down to 0. A bit unnecessary to get that crit there, because I'm just gonna go Sniper Shot regardless. And here you could say that I might have misplayed not going for the stun on the Flagellant, because that does allow the Reclaim to come through, and I would say that's very fair. I probably could have gone for the stun on the Flagellant. I just felt like stunning the Abomination here to give myself a chance of changing targets, because I didn't really expect the Holy Lance crit to come through. I actually expected the Holy Lance to miss, and if the Holy Lance missed, then I would actually want to go for the Abomination. Though the doggy is definitely the most important target here. But if I had gone sniper shot on the A-bomb, then he goes reclaim on the A-bomb, and then I can pull the doggy the next turn and change the targets once again to the doggy. It's really whatever fits me best here. If I manage to prevent 2 transforms, that's great. If I manage to kill the doggy early, that's also great. So yeah, here I have another Holy Lance coming through. Unfortunately, the 75 misses this time, which puts me back a turn, which is really quite bad because I'm losing a lot of HP, and he also hit every single character with his area again, and this time he got crits on it. Yeah, even though he had this recovery debuff. Yeah. He does have, the $15 did go away, so you know, there's that, fair enough. He's gonna go for the Dirk Snap. He rolls for 10 this time, and I'm one finale away from dying here with my Bounty Hunter. And if my Bounty Hunter dies, I eat a lot of shit, because then I don't have a finisher, and Nodens still has Reclaim on his Flagellant. So this isn't looking too good for me. My Bounty Hunter is gonna die, and I don't even have a kill yet, because this doggy survives that hit there. I have to go for the kill now before the Reclaim comes through, and I go for it, but unfortunately for me, I still don't get it. He has survived a 50 and a 40, and Nodens has a finale here to come through. It's a guarantee to get the kill, because I'm at 11 HP, he has 2 finale buffs and blood red coins, so he was doing like 13 to 22. Definitely more than enough to kill my Bounty Hunter, and I'm down a character! I'm down a character! It's really rough. It's really rough. Here I just go for Zealous, and I still don't get the kill. And this does not look good for me, Shep. Your WD is failing. Yeah, my WD is failing here. I went for it because I was like, you know what, it doesn't fucking matter what I pick, because Nodens is just gonna roll yeah, if it wasn't crazy enough that he plays these kinds of teams, he spins a wheel to get the team. He has a wheel, he goes on the website, he put in like 20 freaking teams that he likes to play. He just spins a wheel, and boom, he plays whatever comes out of it. It doesn't matter if it's not a good thing against a player. He doesn't care. He just plays it, and you know, whatever happens, happens. Thankfully for me here, I go first, still, so I will be able to go for another hit on that Houndmaster, and it is going to be very, very important for me to get the kill there, because if I don't get the kill on that Houndmaster, he's going to regen again, and then the match is definitely over. I won't be able to come back from that, because my character's already getting relatively close to afflictions. The Flagellant is already, the Flagellant on his side doesn't have to deal with the Bounty Hunter, so I'm never going to be able to go for like a quick trick into a quick kill unless I get really lucky. So it looks a little bit rough for me. He goes for another Reclaim there on the Abomination, because going Reclaim here on the doggy would be worthless, and moving forward to 1 would just get you sniper shots, so not ideal. I go for the Stunning Blow. Thankfully, I get the kill. I decided to go Stunning Blow instead of Zealous, because I'm like, okay, if I miss this Zealous here, it's completely over, so let's just go for the Stunning Blow. I think I still have a good chance of winning the match if I go for it. So now I'm thinking of a few things. I'm thinking I might just pass the A-bomb turn and then go for a big sniper shot on his A-bomb, but that then the Flagellant just drops next turn, heals the A-bomb. He has 2 regens over there. He's gonna stun me, and I'm really not gonna get too many things through, you know? It's not gonna be good for me. So he just decides to... yeah, I just decide to go Flare with a plan to slam the Flagellant here. Or stun the Flagellant. Stunning the Flagellant also works. I have a very good chance of doing it. But I really want to go Slam here. I have a 60 of getting the push. But unfortunately for me, I don't get the 60. This is one of those surrender moments, but I don't surrender just yet. I'm playing WD. WD always wins. We do not doubt the WD. Not yet, at least. So yeah. Now I'm in a rough spot here, because I have to either go for the push again, or I go for the stun this time. The stun has a... what is it? A 60% chance of success, which is the same as the push, but if I stay transformed, then I'm gonna eat more stress, so... not really necessary. I de-transform here, I go for the manacles to get the kill, and not only do I get the stun, I get the 20% kill, so that is a massive, massive W for me, and that actually puts me back in the match. Which I very much love, I very much appreciate. So here Nodens just starts going for the bile, but Shep, he's only hitting 1 target. He's gonna chew through the corpse. he's gonna chew through the corpse. Here I'm in a position where I probably want to go Holy Lance because my opponent doesn't have any heals left. I go for a Holy Lance, but I fucking miss it again. I would have really loved the 13 to 20 damage roll there on the Jester. I would have really loved it, you know? Maybe another crit 27? Yeah, it would have been nice, but no justice. I go for a sniper shot, I roll for 14. Okay, I guess I get a 20% death blow, and then I eat doo-doo. Well, I'm still happier getting the 20% death blow. Okay, I have a virtue chance here, the great equalizer, the 30% virtue chance, but unfortunately I have the wrong background for it. I'm not running the Salvation Lies Above background, so I never get the virtue. I need to bring that background back, I swear to God. It gives you virtue chance, I swear. I click and I immediately pass. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. He's gonna go harvest here. My Crusader goes down to 0, and the corpse is thankfully not gone yet. Had he done one more damage, the corpse would have been gone already, and next turn he could go for a Beast Spile and more harvest, which would have really been quite awful. I go for a heal and I crit for 18. That's a max roll doubled. And I get masochistic on my aim. I'm like, this is rigged. This has to be rigged. How can a match turn out like this? Like, if you don't know, masochistic on the A-bomb is pretty much a virtue. I click here, I go for a 75 and I miss it again. It's just, these matches are so unserious. These matches are so unserious. Yeah, 75 to hit, and I just miss it. Like, that Jester should have been at the store fucking 2 rounds ago. Yeah, but he's not. But you know, it does make for a very fun asymmetric game, right? I'm gonna go for another rage here. Hopefully this time it lands. Indeed it does. And with him dropping to Death's Door here, that also makes him go afflicted, so that's pretty good for me. He goes hopeless, which is just all round good for me. Pass chance, self-hit chance, random action chance, good stuff. He's gonna go stun here on my Arbalist. Unfortunately I don't get the fabled 10% stun resistance. You know, I don't have Snuff on her either, because why would you run Snuff on the Arbalist? That's, on the WD Arbalist, that's heresy. That's banana WD shenanigans. So yeah, here I'm in a bit of a weird spot, because I have to heal the Arbalist, but if I heal the Arbalist, there's just a harvest, and then I'm in an even worse spot than I was in before. So I just decided, oh, fuck it, let's just go stun here. I'm not at the store with my Crusader, I have good hit chances on the stun. Go for a kill chance, go for a guaranteed stun. Take it, he only has a 25 to get the kill back, and thankfully for me, that 5% prot on the Arbalist, like, what? That's actually ridiculous. He doesn't even have a damage debuff. All that, wow, that's actually ridiculous. I thought that Nodens must have had like a Death Door recovery debuff to do 0 damage there, but he doesn't. He actually just got extremely unlucky to do 0 damage there. It's because he doesn't have Spiked Chain on his A-bomb, right? He has Clasp with the Beast, and he really pays the price there with his Clasp with the Beast. So here I have my A-bomb, and I think here I go for like something kind of weird. I don't want to go for like a Manacles on a Jester that's already stunned. I could have just detransformed and gone stun on the A-bomb, but I kind of start going a little bit insane because I don't want my A-bomb to like detransform and get dazed, so I just go for a rake here. I just stay in transformation mode and go for kill shots, because I know that if I kill the Jester, then I can win a 1v1 with the A-bomb, especially if my other 2 characters are still alive. But you know, I can save my other 2 characters by just stunning the A-bomb here and going for kill chances with the other characters. I mean, it's not like the Jester here is the biggest threat, it's the A-bomb. So definitely a misplay by me to just go rake there and not just start stunning that abomination to prevent more biles, but a little bit of content never hurt anybody, right? Alright, we go for a heal with the Crusader, the Arbalist moves forward here, I'm gonna go Bola, and he stays alive. How many fucking death blows has he survived? Shep, stop swearing. He survived 4! He survived 4, by the way. A rake here is now an 85% to get the kill. Yeah, he's actually survived 4 death blows. It's an 85 to get the kill now. And finally I do. But I'm at 175 stress and 171 stress. on the Arbalest. Theoretically, it should be fine. If I had gotten the crit there on the Jester, it would have been GG. Unfortunately, he gets a crit on my Arbalest, and look at this! Look at this! They're both dropping to their store, neither of them get heart attacked. Like, the numbers just add up perfectly that now if I click one of them, I knew that the days would fuck me up. I click one of them, and he dies. This is the choice I'm given. Like, it feels scripted. He gets the crit at the perfect fucking time to just kill my Arbalest. Thankfully, the Arbalest dying causes extra stress to the Crusader, so I kind of had a hope that one of my characters dropping to their store would cause the Crusader to have a heart attack, or the character dying would cause the Crusader to have a heart attack. So I kind of had like a 33 to 50% chance of saving one of my heroes there, so I just had to click the hero that I wanted alive the least. So yeah, now I can start going for manacles, and also of course, because his A-bomb got a crit, he got plus damage on the riposte, so my A-bomb also takes more damage here, and when that happens, I just start feeling like, okay, I might actually lose this. That's cool. Clang, clang, steal, steal doesn't do anything. I have an 80 to hit here, and that just makes me feel like I probably want to heal first. Oh, okay, sure. Let's go for the 80% to hit. And I failed the stun. Yes, 75 stun resistance. Yeah, 75 stun resistance on that A-bomb. I'm gonna go for another stun here, and I mean, the Abomination and the Crusader are still alive at the end of a match on WD, and they all have stun trinkets, and your character doesn't have a single piece of dodge. Doesn't look too good, does it? Thankfully for Nodens, his Abomination is not afflicted. If his Abomination were afflicted, then he would have even worse stun resistance chances, but I still believe last hero standing should give you 20% stun resistance here, just so he doesn't get perma-stunned like every single freaking time, when he probably should be resisting like at least one or two. I feel like last hero standing should give you some stun resistance, because like, stun teams are always gonna have a Sacred Blade Crusader with a 30% chance to just do bullshit. You know, just complete bullshit, because the team would be fair without that 30% chance, but it gets that 30% chance, which is just complete bullshit, and that tips the scales in the favor of the stun teams. So I feel like tipping the scales a little bit back with the last hero standing, having that tiny buff would be fair, but here we're just witnessing WD moment. Nodens' A-bomb was like, please, stun resistance buff, please save me if you can hear me. Stun resistance buff, please save me. It's not gonna work, buddy. I have 2 stuns. I have 2 characters with 4 stun trinkets between them. 2 characters, 4 stun trinkets. My Crusader is irrational, which sucks, but my A-bomb is masochistic, which, I mean, as you can see, masochistic has been a virtue this entire fucking match. It has done nothing bad. Nothing bad. I think it did, like, stress once, and literally nothing else. It has just been very consistently doing nothing bad, because what did I lose from it? 5 dodge. That's it. That's literally it. I lost 5 dodge because I went masochistic on my A-bomb. I haven't even self-hit once. Also, why? How is that A-bomb alive for so long? He survived 4 death store checks already. I mean, you can survive all the death store checks you want. He survived 5 death store checks. He survived 5 death store checks, but it's not gonna cut it. I have more stuns. I have more stuns coming for you. It's gonna be... well, okay, finally a pass. I'm gonna go for another manacles. Yeah, a little bit of stress on the act out. Who cares? We take the W. 2-0 against Nodens after 2 very, very, very excruciating matches. But anyway, hope you all enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you again another time. Cheers.